I just... Everyone na kinausap ko nitong nakaraang Karina, ang lahat nagsasabi, mas worse. Yung dating hanggang bewang, lagpas tao na. Yung dating hindi binabaha, binabaha na. Hindi inaabot na bahay, binabaha na. So, I just... Kaya maliliit yung ginagawa namin. Kaya sa totoo lang, wala ho talagang impact. Yun ho yung lumalabas, Mr. Chairman.
Good, Secretary.
Ang ambag ninyo dito sa problema ng flood control kasi alam naman natin yung National Greening Program medyo nawala na sa listahan. Nabawasan ng budget, nagumpisa yan ng 8 billion, hindi naman nagagampanan, hindi nauubos, nabawasan, naging 2 billion na yata. Hindi ko na nga malaman ano ba nangyari na dyan sa NGP na yan at bakit hindi kasali ang watershed development and management dito sa flood control.
Segregate na ho tayo. I think that is our responsibility. Tayong lahat na yung pagsisegregate ng ating basura. Meron ho ba kayong konkretong plano kung paano talaga ma-implement itong programa na ito?
We are preparing it.
So, next year, this year yan.
Yes, it's
Okay.
now.
And now it's 2027,
It's ongoing.
Secretary.
So the timeline. It will take.
Wala naman nung pandemic siguro nang nangyari between last year and this year.
Well, I think the process lang po kasi, the process of doing the detail in design for this type of mega projects takes time because we have to go on ground na po ito eh.
Sige, Secretary.
I just wanted to, sabi ni Senator Amy, tapos isisiro daw yung foreign assisted. So, hindi ko alam kung ano pa yung mapi-feel natin, Secretary. Magkaibigan naman tayo, Secretary, and I know you share my sentiment, Secretary. I have been a senator for more than 6 years now, and I have to correct my colleagues here in the Senate at correct myself as well when I said the same thing over and over again because everyone na kinausap ko nitong nakaraang Karina, ang lahat nagsasabi, mas worse. Yung dating hanggang bewang, lagpas tao na. Yung dating hindi binabaha, binabaha na. Hindi inaabot na bahay, binabaha na. So, I don't know how else to say this, Mr. Chairman. Yung 5,500 pala na programs, projects na natapos na ipinagmalaki ng ating Pangulo noong SONA ay patsi-patsi lang. Hindi rin nakatulong tingin ko, Mr. Chairman, hindi nakatulong kasi patsi-patsi nga po eh. Sana ang hiling ko na lang po ay kahit na hindi po masisimulan next year, makita po natin talaga yung master plan para po meron ding confidence yung mga kababayan natin that it's really moving, Secretary. Kasi kung titingnan nyo po from last year tsaka this year, baka walang magsabing nag-improve talaga sa amin and I'm speaking from personal experience. So again, Secretary, and I mentioned this yesterday, I don't see anyone who can lead DPWH other than you. We trust you. We trust you since last year and the day you assumed office. And sana huwag nyo kaming biguin, Secretary.
Secretary.
I can assure you, Your Honor, that we will put priority on this project. I've just been handed actually the documentations on this project already, Your Honor, and this will be the basis for us to pursue this project. Yeah.
Secretary, do you have any idea magkano ba ang kakailanganing pondo para hindi to maging patsi-patsi? Kung talagang popondahan mo, for example, para masolve ang problema in Bulacan, for example, magkano ang pera ng gobyerno ang kailangang gastusin para masolve ang problema dyan sa baha? Do you have any idea?
On a project-to-project basis siguro, Your Honor.
So talaga magpapatsi-patsi pag gano'n?
I think, let's say
Kasi kung halimbawa,
for this project,
200 billion, 300 billion, gano'n?
for this project alone, it will cost 130 billion.
130 billion
Yes.
for that.
For this project alone.
Chairman? Mr. Chairman? Mr. Chairman, siguro just to manage then our expectations, Secretary, kasi parang nabanggit nyo, for the master plan, feasibility study, parang it takes one presidency
Yeah.
to finish it.
Lut-
Tama po ba? And then it's the next presidency who will implement the project. So I guess babalik tayo, Mr. Chairman, dun sa konsepto ng continuity. Kasi meron din ho tayong maling ugali na tuwing nagpapalit ng Pangulo, nagpapalit din ng proyekto. So kaya nga parang lumalabas, paulit-ulit ho yung plano kasi tuwing nagpapalit ng Pangulo, nagpapalit din ng plano. 'Di ba ho? Kasi katulad nga na nabanggit ko kanina, nung 2013 meron na nga tayong master plan for flood management in Metro Manila. So hindi ho natin alam nasunod ba ho tong plano na to because this plan would take 20 years. So siguro natuloy ho ba tong plano na to or pagkatapos ho ba nung Pinoy presidency, nabago ho ba ang plano nung Duterte presidency up to ngayong Marcos presidency? Natuloy ho ba?
Your Honor, tuloy-tuloy po yung master plan for Metro Manila.
So ito ho na i-implement.
Yes po.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Secretary.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, one last na lang po, one last, no? Feasibility study ako ho, Mr. Chairman, just share to the body. Nag-fund po ako ng feasibility study. It took them 2 years, Mr. Chairman. And I mentioned this last year also. 2 years po, alam din ni Secretary, it was not his term then. 2 years yung feasibility study. Nung nagawa po yung feasibility study, hindi rin po in-implement, Mr. Chairman. Tapos, noong pinag-usapan namin ni Secretary, I remember that day, Mr. Secretary, when we talk about it, and ang sabi, kulang-kulang yung feasibility study kaya hindi ma-implement dahil hindi din magiging integrated o wala ding impact. 2 years po yung hinintay ko nun Mr. Chairman. Ako pa ho yung nag-push para mapondohan yun. Hindi din po in-implement dahil kulang. Sino yung nag-feasibility study? Sila. Sino yung nagsabing kulang? Sila din po. Sana, Secretary, makita natin itong ganito kasi kung 23 billion po yung feasibility study proposal for NEP this year, we wanted to find out, no? Kasi ang hirap po, no, Mr. Chairman, napakahirap talaga natanggapin Yung 5,500 kunyari na programs, parang lumalabas, kaya natin ito ginawa dahil ito yung maliliit. Kaya patsi-patsi. Pero yung malalaki, sana Secretary, magsalita din po kayo. Kasi yung malalaki hindi pinondohan. Siniro. Yun ang sabihin nyo sa buong Kongreso. Kaya maliliit yung ginagawa namin. Kaya sa totoo lang, wala ho talagang impact. Yun ho yung lumalabas, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Secretary.
Baka gusto mo sumagot, Secretary. Okay. Hindi. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, siguro for
anyway,
the record,
can
it's
you
not,
just,
for the record, it's not the Senate, ha? Tama po ba, Secretary?
No, wag na natin siya, let's not put him siya, on the spot. But anyway, Secretary, meron ka pa gusto sabihin for your presentation? You just submit it to us na lang para mas mabilis tayo. Wala pa tayo sa...
The riverbeds have become very shallow to a point that any downpour na tinatawag natin, mag-overflow po yung riverbanks. So ngayon, ito yung patsi-patsi na tinatawag natin na flood walls na ginagawa for the time being.
Yeah.
But we would have liked actually to grade in the program of the department yung desilting and dredging operations natin.
Right, that's what... yun yung ginagawa nating ngayon.
Mr. Chairman.
Yun yung sinabi kong bumili kayo ng maraming dredger para ma-dredge natin yung ating mga floodways. At naging effective, in fairness, naging effective po yan sa Cavite. Ang bilis ng labas ng...
Mr. Chairman.
Ang problema ngayon, bumagyo, bumaha ulit, silted ulit. Kailangan i-dredge ulit yan.
In 2023, we already proposed a budget for maintenance and operations of dredgers. Unfortunately, nawala rin po.
Nawala.
2024, ganun din po.
So, yun yung mga dapat bantayan sa Committee on Finance, no?
Actually, Mr. Chairman, siguro just to share, kasi tandang-tanda ko to isa dun sa during the budget deliberation, parang yung during that time, ang naging desisyon ng Senado, imbis na mag-award ng for dredging, kasi nga dahil alam naman natin na naging naabuso din yung programa na yon na kunyari nagde-dredge pero hindi na naman nasusukat kung ano talaga yung nade-dredge. So ang naging solusyon was to buy dredging equipment. So siguro magandang malaman kung ilan na ba yung nabili dredging equipment.
Sige, Secretary, you may answer para...
Ang nadatnan lang po namin is actually yung mga old dredging equipment, Your Honor, and we wanted to rehabilitate some of them and we wanted to maintain some of them, pero...
So wala akong nabiling new?
Di ba, Secretary, yan yung hinabiling ko sa inyo na bumili tayo ng bago para may pamigay natin sa mga binabahang...
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Naglagay kami ng budget pero nawala rin.
Nawala.
Kasi alam ko
Duterte admin ho, walang nabiling dredging equipment.
I'm not... meron yata po, meron yata. But
Can you just submit to the committee yung aging ng mga dredging equipment?
we did not have enough even to maintain the dredging equipment at this time.
Well, kung nandito sana sila...
sa Poway Lake, napakaluma, hindi namin mapaandar, ilang beses rin-repair, hindi talaga mapakinabangan. Lumang-luma po.
Yan siguro yung dapat babantayan sa Committee on Appropriations or Finance, no? Bakit nangyari yon na hindi na dapat mangyari sa susunod? So, sa BICAM siguro yan. So, dapat pag-usapang mabuti at ipaglaban nyo rin, Secretary, no?
Thank you, Your Honor. Just one last, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Secretary.
You have asked us actually, ano ba yung mga instructions and directions of the President with regard to the flood mitigation.
Yes, okay. Sige. Baka po pwede mo na i-share sa amin yan.
Yes, I'm sure that this will be collaborated with MMDA and DNR because we were all there receiving the instructions from the President. And this time the President has specific instructions to all stakeholders in government. Control management program should be done holistically and in integrated manner. In other words, kailangan po yung everybody will have to dance the same tune.
Right.
In implementing the flood master plans and everything. And the President has specific instructions to the department actually na instead of letting the flood waters coming from the watershed, pwede ba at this point in time, pigilan na ninyo kayong mga pagdaloy ng floodwaters doon pa lang sa watershed. And this is what we will integrate. At the same time, the President has also instructed us that doon sa mga flood control projects that we are undertaking on a local flood control program, to integrate already water impounding facilities.
Impounding facilities.
Yes.
Sa tingin nyo, yun talaga ang kailangan natin, impounding.
We have instructed.
We do have that in Imus, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Gaano kalaking capacity nun?
7 hectares po yata yun.
Parang maliit din. Maliit din yun. Should
But
be
it helps
bigger.
a lot. Even the small water impounding projects may... so we will integrate this in the flood control program of the department in 2025, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Senator JV.
Mr. Chair, siguro before you move on, in aid of legislation, as I mentioned earlier, Mr. Chair, one of the very first bills that I filed this Congress is the Comprehensive Master Plan for Infrastructure Development. Kasi po, Mr. Chair, ang problema talaga rito sa mga big ticket items, hindi talaga kakayanin ng isang presidency. Tama ako, no, Mr. Secretary? From the study alone to the feasibility study, sa mga sa testing at lahat, sa planning, Mr. Chair, ang kailangan pag big ticket items, 20, 30, 50 years planning, execution, and implementation. So doon po sa Comprehensive Master Plan for Infra Development, kasama na po yung railway systems, highways, dapat doon lang po sa transpo, pero Mr. Chair, sinama na rin po natin ang energy and at the same time, water management. Mr. Secretary, siguro if you can also submit us in our hope so that we can appreciate it better, yung pong pagdating sa water management, no? Dahil tulad niyan, ang problema po natin, pag tag-ulan, sobra-sobrang ating tubig. no, nawa-wash out lang, pero pag tag-init, walang-wala naman po tayo. Nabanggit nyo kanina yung water impounding, yung mga dams, siguro floodways, Mr. Chair, yung mga talagang big ticket items, yan ang kailangan natin. And for us to be able to hopefully pass this comprehensive master plan, na kahit ang rational po to, Mr. Chair, na kahit sino po ang Pangulo, pag nasama po sa master plan yung big ticket items, dapat tuloy-tuloy, lalo na po yung national in nature, na hindi na mangyari yung nangyayari sa kasalukuyan na nagiging patsi-patsi. No, na alam naman po natin may mga pangangailangan ng mga bawat distrito, kaya lang naapektuhan yung overall picture ng mga malalaking big ticket items, hindi lang po sa water management, sa transport, kung saan-saan na paghahati-hatian, kaya hindi natin nakikita yung high impact projects. So for our appreciation, Mr. Secretary, if you can submit to us para po sa ating deliberation, hopefully maipasa natin itong comprehensive master plan, and at the same time yung immediate solutions that we can do in the immediate future para po dito sa ating pong problema sa baha, no? We understand your situation. Talagang alam naman, sabi nga ni Sen. Nancy, hindi nang gagaling sa amin, pero kailangan po talaga natin siguro magkaroon ng talagang matagalang solusyon, yung long-term planning transcending several presidencies. Dapat nga 20, 30, 50 years of planning, execution, study, research, and implementation. Naintindihan po natin pag big ticket items, ganun talaga.
Last
So,
question
that's all, Mr. Chair.
Last question lang po tungkol sa master plan. I've always contested the failure to include reforestation and watershed development in all the flood control master plans. Nakikita natin sa listahan ng DPWH, isa sa pinakamalaking problema ang napakalaking tubig na nanggaling sa Sierra Madre. Tapos yung mga kalbo nating mga bundok,
Segregate na ho tayo. I think that is our responsibility. Tayong lahat na yung pagsisegregate ng ating basura. Meron ho ba kayong konkretong plano kung paano talaga ma-implement itong programa na ito?
bang ambag ninyo dito sa problema ng flood control? Kasi alam naman natin, yung National Greening Program medyo nawala na sa listahan. Nabawasan ng...
Before you answer that, Secretary Lyzaga, Secretary Bonoan, pakisubmit mo para ano tayo. Sige, i-ano lang natin, may babalik pa naman tayo, no?
Sige, Chair?
Para Secretary Lyzaga, you may answer. Sige, unahin natin ang DNR bago ang MMDA.
Si Secretary Lyzaga, pwede lang din ho pa-request kay Secretary Bonoan, kahit for submission, kung na-incorporate nyo na ho itong reclamation, yung iba-ibang proyekto ng reclamation dun sa flood control program, or bahagi ba ho yan dun sa trabaho niya na chine-check kung talagang may ano ba yan, mga drainage yan na bahagi ng reclamation. For submission na lang, Secretary, kung may ganong participation ng DPWH sa reclamation projects.
Yung reclamation projects, I think we look into yung palang technical aspect of the reclamation, Your Honor. And as we noted, meron naman technical and engineering studies that have been undertaken for this.
Yung mga bawat reclamation.
And for each reclamation, I think meron din environmental assessment certificate.
Pero yung labasunong tubig, kasama ho ba yun?
There is an innovative requirement from the DNR na yung reclamation that is nandito sa may banda ng Manila Bay, there has to be a gap from the existing flood wall of the existing flood wall about 400 meters down. Parang yun po yun.
Yes.
Hindi ho kayo kasama doon. That is DNR requirement.
Pero dapat
not
may
DPWH.
oversight din ng DPWH dahil because of the flooding problem. Dapat
Kasi
may oversight.
diba pag natayo na ho yung reclamation, papasok na ho yung DPWH dyan eh.
Yeah.
Diba?
Opo.
Siguro, yan ang mga dapat pag-usapan natin sa hearing natin ngayon para maiwasan natin yung duda-duda sa bawat ano, no?
Tinitingnan na din naman namin, Mr. Chair, actually, like here in Metro Manila, Pasig River is the main disposal of floodwaters.
Right.
And actually, wala naman hong naka-impede. Wala naman nakabara. And Manggahan Floodway, Tulyahan River is also another river.
Walang nakabara din.
Wala naman nakabara.
Okay.
Yun na lang ho, yung first submission na lang ho, yung dito sa reclamation kung
Yes,
yung mga pipes, yung mga ganyan, bahagi ho ba dun sa supposed to be design ng mga reclamation
We will
project?
comply,
Thank
Your
you, Mr.
Honor.
Chairman.
Sige. Now, Secretary Gonzaga, according to Loizaga, ginawa
kong artista.
Secretary, you're now recognized.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. To be fair to my husband, Loizaga po. Thank you very much for the opportunity to explain where the DNR is po on this whole issue. First of all, I would like to reiterate po yung sinabi po ni Secretary Bunoan that the President has very specific instructions to collaborate among different departments and agencies in order for us to actually achieve climate resilience dito po sa effort natin in terms of trying to combat these extreme events. So, directly po to respond to the question, the National Greening Program's budget has been diminished over time, as you mentioned, Madam Chair. And in fact, at this point, the 2.4 billion has actually been now also somehow divided between what will be part of the greening program itself and what will be spent on the protected areas in terms of management of these areas in terms of reforestation. So while we are showing here on the NEP a certain amount, the actual GAA approved in 2024 is only 1.2. To respond directly to the question of whether or not this 1.2 in terms of the NGP was part of a targeted reforestation program in aid of flood control. This is the year po that is happening. We are now working with DPWH to align
But Secretary, with such a meager budget, are you going to be able to address the 421 rivers, the 18 major river basins, and all the coastal zones? I believe that that's a paltry sum given the expanse that you're expected to manage.
Madam Chair, thank you very much for that. We have been requesting actually an additional budget over time. However, what was given to us in the previous year and the year before that has
Perhaps
been...
what we can request from the department, therefore, is a list of the most critical watersheds, clearly the Sierra Madre, clearly parts of the Cordillera, the Ilocos Ranges, and the other areas that continue to imperil Cagayan and Central Luzon, as well as the areas in Metro Manila. Siguro tutukan muna natin yung pinaka-importante kasi kitang-kita naman wala ng berde sa ating mga bundok.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. We certainly will do that po. But I just want to share that of the 421 rivers that was mentioned also by Secretary Bunoan, we've already identified more or less in our own databases about 120 flood-prone rivers, of which 73 we hope will be part of a convergence budget with the DPWH.
Magtatanong ako, di ba may requirement sa mga kontratista ng DPWH, pati yung mga supplier ng DOTR, na mag-tree planting sila? Hindi ba pwede yung 20,000 trees o anuman trees na required sa kontrata nila, hindi ba pwede ilagay yun, ilaan lahat sa mga bundok na critical katulad ng Sierra Madre?
Madam Chair, that is in fact the objective of targeted reforestation between the DNR and DPWH. We actually have an agreement which we are signing.
That's right. We tried to initiate that, but I think the largest replanting requirement is with the DOTR, in fact. And it's very important that the DENR identifies to the DOTR so that their suppliers and contractors are compliant. Because until today, we failed to see the massive reforestation that should have resulted from the said requisites. Wala pa kami nakikita na talagang malakihang reforestation sa Sierra Madre o sa Cordillera.
This is noted, Madam Chair. We certainly will bring this to the attention of DOTR and will collaborate with them on establishing this type of synergy. Madam Chair, if I may answer also other questions that have been raised, or would you like us to yield the floor on?
Well, Secretary, regarding your meeting with the President, yung katulad sinabi ni Secretary kanina Banuan, since lahat kayo nai-report nyo ang marching order pala ay mag-coordinate, yun ang pinaka-marching order ng Presidente. Yan ang first step, no? Moving forward, ano yung konkretong steps na ginagawa nyo para nagbuo ba kayo ng interagency task force to solve itong problema na to sa baha?
Mr. Chair, we actually meet regularly with Secretary Bonoan, and we also have in fact met with the SUD Secretary because as far as the DNR is concerned, we are basically the ecosystem stewards in terms of the developments that will take place in the country. So whenever there is a project being planned, and certainly a major project, there is consultation, and we are actively actually talking with each other. There is no formal interagency group as of this point. However, we are actively consulting each other. I think in the for the first time under this administration po, under the guidance of the President, he has emphasized the interconnectivity of our work.
That's right.
And the interdependence of our efforts. I wish to say also here, Mr. Chair, that the Climate Change Commission also has had a role in bringing together all of this by producing the National Adaptation Plan. The National Adaptation Plan actually looks at the different climate hazards and ranks the provinces according to risk and exposure and identifies more or less what the priorities would be in terms of both infrastructure and nature-based solutions.
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Binay.
Secretary, kasi nabanggit ho ni Presidente na parang isa din sa naging problema dun sa pagbaha yung napakadaming plastic at yung napakadaming basura. Meron na ho ba kayong, kasi alam naman natin na technically dapat
in terms of solid waste management po, as you know that these are dependent on the LGUs to actually implement. One of the innovations this year since the passage of the Extended Producer's Responsibility Law has been also to shift the burden to the private collecting their own packaging products and not just leaving it to the end of pipe wherein the local governments and the barangays are the ones that will be collecting the plastic. So there is now an integrated plan between the private sector and the public, the government and the LGUs to actually collect all of these plastics. If I may, Madam Chair and Senator, there are now, in terms of the Extended Producer's Responsibility Law, we now have a total of around 937 corporations that are enlisted in the collection of their own packaging products. This range from corporations that have a capitalization of 100 million and above, and also include the fast-moving consumer goods corporations.
Wait, so Sec, yung 937, nangongolekta na sila or bahagi pa lang sila ng listahan?
No, sir. No, madam. They are already collecting. And at this point, if I may, would you like us to read through what has been collected?